Algorithms and the reconstruction of the unknown, understanding the Markov model and its implications in archaeology. Algorithms play a crucial role in reconstructing missing information, particularly in fields where data are fragmentary or incomplete. The Markov model, based on conditional probabilities, provides a powerful method for estimating missing elements in a text, a writing system, or a dataset. This article explores how these statistical approaches make it possible to detect regularities in undeciphered scripts, such as those of the Indus Valley and Linear A, without directly providing a translation. We will also examine how modern algorithms complete incomplete information before reflecting on the epistemological nature of these reconstructions. Applications to undeciphered writing systems. The scripts of the Indus Valley and Linear A remain mysteries to researchers. These writing systems contain recurring symbols, yet their exact meanings continue to elude the scientific community. Statistical approaches, particularly those based on Markov models, make it possible to analyze these sequences and identify regularities. The scripts of the Indus Valley and Linear A, two of the most enigmatic writing systems in ancient history, continue to generate significant interest and numerous questions among researchers and archaeologists. Discovered in archaeological contexts rich in artifacts, these systems contain sets of recurring symbols that appear to represent a form of written communication, yet their precise meaning remains a mystery that has resisted interpretation for decades. The Indus Valley Civilization, located primarily in present-day Pakistan and northwestern India, produced inscriptions on seals, pottery, and other objects, often composed of several symbols arranged in varying configurations. Similarly, Linear A, used by the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, is characterized by a series of glyphs that have not yet been deciphered despite attempts to establish correspondences with other known writing systems. Statistical approaches, particularly those relying on Markov models, have been developed to analyze these inscription sequences. These models allow researchers to detect regularities and patterns within the data by examining the frequency and distribution of symbols. For example, sophisticated algorithms can identify sequences that occur more frequently than would be expected by chance alone, potentially indicating specific words or phrases. Furthermore, the application of computational analysis methods has opened new perspectives on how these scripts might be understood. By combining natural language processing techniques with archaeological databases, researchers hope to establish correlations between symbols and the cultural contexts in which they appear. Such work could eventually lead to significant advances in our understanding of these writing systems and the civilizations that used them. Thus, although the scripts of the Indus Valley and Linear A remain undeciphered, the use of innovative analytical and interpretive methods continues to fuel scientific debate and encourage exploration of these ancient mysteries. The quest to crack the code of these scripts continues, revealing not only fascinating aspects of human history, but also the challenges involved in studying vanished civilizations. For example, by studying the frequency of symbols and their sequences, researchers can identify recurring patterns that suggest an underlying linguistic or syntactic structure. These analyses do not directly translate the texts, but they provide valuable clues about the nature of these writing systems, such as the possible presence of words, sentences, or grammatical rules.
Highlighting hypotheses. The importance of this approach lies in its ability to reveal hidden structures that would not be immediately apparent through simple reading. Detailed analysis can uncover recurring patterns and underlying relationships that enrich our understanding of a text. For example, by examining the frequency of a particular symbol, researchers may formulate hypotheses about its meaning or function within the text, leading to more nuanced and informed interpretations. This analytical method can also be applied to symbols that initially appear insignificant, but in fact carry substantial weight in the overall meaning of a work. Grammatical structures and relationships. Moreover, sequences of symbols may indicate grammatical relationships, such as subject-verb agreement or the use of prepositions. Careful analysis of sentences can reveal syntactic structures that highlight tensions or relationships between characters, as well as central themes within a work. By examining how symbols interact with one another, researchers can also identify narrative patterns or developmental arcs that might escape a superficial reading. Intertextual dimensions. This analytical approach also enables the exploration of intertextual dimensions, that is, how a text interacts with other literary or cultural works. Symbols may serve as bridges between different works, and their study can reveal influences, references, or echoes that enrich our understanding of a given text. By investigating these hidden structures, researchers do not merely question the text itself, they also engage in broader reflections on the cultural and historical context surrounding it.
Applications across various fields. Finally, it is important to emphasize that this approach is not limited to literary specialists. It can also be applied in diverse fields such as political discourse analysis, film criticism, and even the study of digital media. By bringing hidden structures to light, this method offers a new dimension for understanding conveyed messages and authorial intentions, thereby enriching our appreciation of the works and discourses that surround us. Analytical methods. The analytical methods used in this type of research may include statistical techniques such as frequency analysis, as well as computational tools for processing textual data. These tools make it possible to handle large volumes of text, facilitating the identification of patterns that might otherwise escape manual analysis. For example, specialized software can visualize relationships between symbols, generating graphs that illustrate connections and underlying structures.
Practical applications. The results of these analyses can have practical applications in several fields, including archaeology, linguistics, and cryptography. In archaeology, understanding writing patterns found on ancient artifacts can help decipher extinct languages and improve our knowledge of the cultures that used them. In linguistics, such analyses can contribute to the reconstruction of ancient languages and to understanding the evolution of modern languages. In cryptography, identifying patterns can play a crucial role in deciphering encoded messages or secret writing systems. In summary, the study of symbols and their sequences is a rich and complex field that extends far beyond simple translation. It opens the way to a deeper understanding of linguistic structures and writing systems while providing valuable tools for exploring our cultural and linguistic heritage. Research in this field continues to evolve, driven by technological advances and new analytical methods, promising fascinating discoveries about human communication across the ages.